India has crossed the 5 lakh mark as it reports the highest single-day spike of 18,552 new cases, 384 deaths in just the last 24 hours. The silver lining is that the recovery rate has been steadily improving to touch 58%. Over 2.9 lakh patients have recovered as opposed to the 1.9 lakh active cases. 8 states including Maharashtra, Delhi and Tamil Nadu contribute to 85.5% of the active COVID caseload and 87% of the total deaths. Additionally, the fatality rate has also gone down to 3.1%. Union Health Minister Dr. Harshvardhan also chaired a meeting with a group of ministers yesterday to discuss the current situation and the efforts to boost the healthcare infrastructure. 15 central teams consisting of public health experts and epidemiologists have been deployed to provide support to the states. Perhaps one of the worst hit by the corona crisis over the last few months has been the hospitality sector, with analysts expecting a revenue drop of 30 to 50% per room this financial year. Zeba Warsi gets us this report.
With next to no business over the last 3 months now, many smaller hotels and lodges stare at having to pull down shutters completely. For high-end luxury hotels too, the continuing coronavirus shadow has meant paradigm changes in approach to make the guest feel more secure.
Under the ethos of responsible luxury, we started We Assure. We Assure is our promise to our guests that we are hygienically and clinically clean and ready for them when they come back into our hotels.
At the ITC Moria Hotel in Delhi, that change is visible. Customer safety against infection is now top priority. As I enter the hotel, along with the usual hand and feet sanitization, there is an advanced oxidation vent that will help in completely sanitizing patrons. Also at the entrance, strict thermal screening for all who enter. And then inside the hotel, social distancing markers that show the way forward.
As we come out of a lockdown, it will be absolutely critical for brands to be seen and heard and repositioned in the market today.
The iconic Bukhara restaurant is set to introduce new dimensions to welcome diners in a post-COVID world. Digital menus, compartmentalized tables, servers wearing PPE kits, and no contact serving, just some of the new protocols. For now, ITC Moria is only offering in-room dining. Safety over luxury is the new mantra. With India unlocking, communication strategists say the key word for the sector now will have to be safe. The rules of the game are bound to change.
Namaste ma'am, in the interest of your safety, may I request you to pull the trolley to maintain this physical distancing?
So COVID-19 is definitely a challenge, but the hospitality sector has stepped up to it. Everything about your hotel experience is changing, but for the better. I ordered for some room service, but in-room dining, as he tells me, is no contact based. So I will just be dragging in this trolley. These changes, remember, are going to be for your better, and perhaps we will get used to it.
With Vijay Arpit Seth, Zeba Warsi for CNN News 18.
With 5,318 new cases and 175 deaths in the last 24 hours, Maharashtra's total COVID tally rose to 1.5 lakh cases. The state has a positivity rate of 17.52% and the death rate of 4.65%. According to the latest data, merely 26% of the cases are from outside Mumbai, while 74% of the cases are from the state capital. The state government is gearing up for the arrival of rapid antibody kits, which will be used for testing for infections in containment zones. Despite the spike, the state is gradually opening up. Salons and barbershops are set to reopen today after 3 months of having their shutters down. Strict guidelines have been imposed by the state government, which includes making appointments before visiting salons, mandatory masks for hairdressers and customers, as well as sanitization of common areas every 2 hours.
Rakesh Jain is cleaning up his shop to welcome customers. Salons and barber shops in Maharashtra have been allowed to reopen from Sunday after over 3 months of lockdown.
3 महीने तो बहुत ही मुश्किल थे. पहले सोचा था कि 15 दिन का ही लॉकडाउन है और स्टाफ आप सब घर पे ही बैठे थे तो उनको भी मैनेज करना, फिर रेंट भी मैनेज करना, बहुत ही क्रूशियल पीरियड गया ये in 90 days.
Guidelines are strict. All customers must take appointments. Masks are mandatory for hairdressers and customers. Towels can't be shared. Common area must be sanitized every 2 hours. Select services like haircuts, waxing, threading are allowed. Skin-related services are banned.
This is the right time to show the clients that, that how best we are at, taking care of our clients with hygiene.
Your name, ma'am? Megha. Sure. You have an appointment, Megha?
The Lakme Salon in Bandra has made radical changes to ensure distancing. Just one person is allowed in the waiting area, 2 in the mani-pedi section. Hair stations have been halved.
We studied the guidelines in countries where salons have opened earlier. We studied guidelines by international brands like Dermalogica, TG, Schwarzkopf. And then we also sat down with a panel of doctors and we designed very stringent guidelines. Right? So we have 55 new measures that we have taken to enhance safety.
If you have an appointment, then you can very well visit your favorite salon from Sunday. But if you want a facial or a skin treatment, then you might have to wait a little longer for things to normalize. With video journalist Jayant Kar in Mumbai, this is Mihir Trivedi.
We're joined by Radhika Ramaswamy, who's reporting from Mumbai. Radhika, good morning. Mumbai is containing the outbreak, but it's still not out of the woods yet. We're getting the latest numbers from Mumbai, over 2,000 cases and 105 deaths in 24 hours, taking the overall toll to over 74,000 and the death toll to over 4,200. Safety norms is the top priority as this easing is happening with salons reopening. Is the administration geared for strict enforcement?
As far as Mumbai is concerned, Mumbai is not out of the woods, as you said. But then these 2,000 figures also include some of the consolidated figures. So yesterday, the state figures that were given, in fact, there are more than 6,300 cases that were added just in the state, of which almost 1,000 cases are consolidated figures, which is why the total cases, technically yesterday 5,300 cases were only added in Maharashtra. In fact, that many were added, but the actual figure is 6,300 that were added. So the 1,000 was the consolidated figure. Even when you look at Mumbai, of the 2,000 figures, almost 600 to 700 were consolidated figures. So actual numbers of just yesterday, as far as Mumbai is concerned, again stands at around 1,400. And that's what it has been standing, over the last couple of days. The Mumbai figures have slightly stabilized. It's not out of the danger mark yet. We can't say that because the testing has really not increased as far as city of Mumbai is concerned. But in Maharashtra, the testing has definitely increased. We are talking about almost 25,000 tests that are being conducted on an everyday basis in the state. But when you just look at Mumbai, it is not, increased it's been standing at around 4,000 to 5,000. So the testing numbers have really not increased as far as city of Mumbai is concerned. The numbers are stabilizing in Mumbai and the numbers are really out of control as far as several other areas in Mumbai metropolitan region is concerned, be it Thane, be it Dombivli, be it Navi Mumbai, Ulhasnagar, various other regions in the periphery of Mumbai is where, a high increase is being witnessed. Even Pune, for that instance, is showing many cases over the last couple of days. When it comes to restrictions or easing, yes, we are seeing a lot of easing in the state of Maharashtra with salons opening from today. Gyms and spas will also open probably the next week. Even otherwise, various non-essential shops have opened. Some offices are working with very less capacity. There are vehicles that are moving on the roads. So yes, if the cases increase the way it is increasing now, because we are talking about almost 6,000 cases on an everyday basis, especially over the last 2 days, we've been seeing more than 5,000 cases. So there has to be a stricter reinforcement of lockdown. If not in the city of Mumbai, at least in the periphery of Mumbai, where the growth rate is more than what it is being witnessed in the city of Mumbai. So yes, the state government may reassess the easing that has been given over the last couple of weeks, and will relook at these easings and restrictions restrictions will come back. But yes, the number of cases are on a high. The number of deaths definitely is on a high. The mortality rate is on a definite high, because we are talking about more than 100 cases being added on a daily basis. Yes, it includes consolidated figure. But despite that, the number of deaths in the state stands at more than 7,200 currently.
Thank you, Radhika, for that comprehensive update. Now, the Karnataka government on Saturday decided